Hey everyone, welcome back. Aave Proposal would cut off Fantom amid security fears. An Aave governance proposal suggests removing Fantom integration amid so many recent DeFi bridge hacks. So the real question is the multi-chain narrative sinking fast? For the longest time, many different blockchains have been building bridges towards each other. But with the recent worries with Solana, for example, you've been seeing Solana's wallets being hacked in various different ways, occurring at various different times. This starts to worry the entire blockchain community. But it's not all about Solana. It's other blockchains as well that are being hacked. It's other blockchains that you've seen the vulnerability. The inconsistency in building the bridge is not a certainty for a lot of blockchain companies, to be honest with you. So it says here, the fallout from the recent Solana hack as again remind folks about the importance of hardware wallets. For example, we now know that more than 15,000 crypto wallets were affected and roughly 4.6 million were nabbed. Yikes. 4.6 million were just disappeared from people's wallets. Incredible. Now another reoccurring misfortune has been bridge hacks. Bridge are the key pieces of crypto infrastructures that lets users move funds between blockchains. Native assets on Avalanche, for instance, can't exist on Harmony without the help of a bridge. And if you're a believer in the so-called multi-chain universe, bridges are essential to that thesis. Unfortunately, these platforms have been taken on absolutely battering of late. Yeah, they've been going through some difficulties. So no one really knows what the future of bridging is for blockchain. We don't really know at this moment if the technology keeps on having problem. If we keep on seeing vulnerability in the technology, then we really don't know. Now, the latest episode revolved around a roughly $190 million hack of Nomad earlier this week. But there have been many others like Axie Infinity Ronin Bridge, $622 million. The wormhole hack in February, $320 million. And the hack of the bridge between Harmony and Ethereum, $100 million. Plenty of hacks that have gone on this year. So how are we going to fix this? That's the real question. Is the future of bridging over? Is the future of bridging going to collapse? Because this is the thing that is scaring Aave. It's not Fantom that's scaring Aave. It's the possibility that they could be hacked because they want to bridge to Fantom and because Fantom wants to bridge to them. Now, more than 1 billion was stolen in just those 3 hacks, although the blockchain firm Chainless estimate that across all 13 hacks this year, the total is closer to 2 billion. What in the world is this? So this is a quarterly value stolen in hack and shares of all hack value stolen from bridge protocols. The charts that are shown orange are hacks through bridge hacks. The other hacks are in blue. Nevertheless, it's increasingly crazy at the moment, and we've only just started in Q3 of this year, so we've already seen huge amount of hacks, especially in bridge hacks. Needless to say, some of the worst times were early this year, 2022 Q1, and late last year, Q3 of 2021. So DeFi projects that are being hacked right now, is it risking the migration process? Are blockchain platforms going to halt their integration with other blockchains? So a recent proposal on lending and borrowing protocol, Aave, suggests that the community pause all Fantom-based integrations. And a lot of people in the community of Aave won't disagree. They will agree with this because they don't want their network to be hacked. They don't want the network that they're supporting to be hacked. So they will support this until we get a proper solution. But right now, Aave is a vast ecosystem. You cannot underrate it. $100 per token, 13.98 million tokens in circulating supply, 16 million tokens in max supply. It's an extremely low supply of tokens, without a doubt. And in the last month, it's been recovering really well, over 29%, in fact 30%. The 12th of July, it was as low as $66. $66, that's it. And sometimes it was $68, $70. Nevertheless, it's recovered really well. Given that the entire market is undervalued right now, Aave should be at least $150 to $200. Within the next bull run, they could be anywhere from $300 to $500. Do not underestimate this crypto at their all-time high. Just remember, they were above $632 $2 per token. They're only $100 right now per token, a fraction of that amount. So the future of Aave is bright, without a doubt, especially with their decision to halt the integration with Fantom. Now, in case you didn't know, Aave lets you lend out idle crypto to earn a percentage minus a small fee that's paid to the protocol for doing so. Now, Fantom is a layer 1 blockchain that is built using proof of stake, consensus mechanism, and is optimized for speed. So Fantom is very similar to Solana, it's very similar to Avalanche, because it's a platform, it's a dApp building platform, and they optimize it for speed. And they've got a proof of stake mechanism. And without a doubt, I like Fantom. They've got a vast ecosystem and they're continuing to grow this. I like what they're doing, but they're nowhere close to Solana or even Avalanche, but they do have a chance of competing in that space. Now, Fantom, like Ethereum, has a ton of different DeFi apps. So even a ton of Ethereum first dApps apps such as Aave have made their service available on Fantom. The list of networks where Aave is available currently includes Avalanche, Fantom, as well as a few layer 2 networks such as Optimism, Arbitrium, and Polygon, of course. Now, the Fantom Aave v3 market did not gain noticeable traction with the current market size of 9 million and 2.4 million of open borrow position. This led to a market generating of over $300 of fee daily for a protocol, $30 of daily fees for Aave Treasury. And the proposal reads, adding that if the Fantom bridge breaks or get hacked, users will be left with nothing. So it's a scary time for a lot of people, of course. Just keep that in mind. In 327,000 per day, followed by Aave on Avalanche that earns 133,000 per day. Now at Fantom, on the other hand, the price of their token, 37 cents. They've got a vast amount of circulating supply at 2.5 billion. And in the last month, very similar to Aave, in fact almost identical in price, from as low as 22 cents to as high as 38 cents, almost doubling in value and in price in the last month. Now, like I said, I don't think the primary problem is Fantom. The problem is not Fantom, and the problem is definitely not Aave. But in times like this, when there's a lot of uncertainty, they have to protect themselves and thus not integrate until they are sure that it can be done in a safe manner. So that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more. And of course, I'll see you in our next video.